Hello, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Would you like to know how to make this little calendar for your junk journal? It's very simple. I've just made this and I'm just introducing it now. So you turn it there, you hold I'm holding that and turning that, and then you turn. Obviously it will line up eventually. So I'm going to try and make this. Let's put today's date on, as I'm going to do at the end as well. Wait a minute, let's get this in. Sunday, June the 27th. It should be on the day I upload this video. Please watch this video. Please give me a thumbs up, share this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. There we go. And let's go. Let's carry on. Thank you. Divided each circle. I've drawn round, so make sure it's in the middle. Drawn round each circle to make sure we've got enough room. You see that? I'm showing in the wrong place. I'm trying to show you close up because right. So what I've done is I've drawn round each circle. So there. So I've placed that on there. Make sure it's in the middle because I've used a compass to do this. So I've got a point there. Otherwise I think it's quite hard to find the middle. And I've drawn round the edge there, and I've put that one on there and drawn round the edge there. This one hasn't been done by a compass. It was done by a punch. So I put the compass on it to find the middle. Okay, the middle is important to keep them all in line. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is, now I'm thinking, I've got to make a cage for it. I know you don't have to do this. And you can just place it on your wherever you're going to put it, and put a little thing in there, but I'm not doing it like that because I want to make, say if you want to make it a head, we don't want it on its side. It won't matter too much on something. That's all different ways around, isn't it? So I'm going to make a 5-inch square. Let's have a look. 5-inch square. It's not a 5, is it 5-inch? Wait a minute. No, 4 and a, I'm going to make a 5-inch by 4 1/4 base. So I'm trying to make sure it's the right way. Let's have that bit there as well. So make sure I knew. Let's have a look. 5 inches. Yes, that's 5 inches. Right. So there's your little mark there. Oh, we're shaking the table. Don't shake the table. It's actually, I'm shaking the camera as well because the camera is actually attached to the table even. Right, I'm going to move that up so you can see. Look, you can't even see that. There we go. So you can cut that off. I'm just going to use just scissors to do it. I'm not messing about with a knife today. I have got a metal ruler, you know. But guess what? It's somewhere. I've put it somewhere so safe that I can't even find out where I've put it. So I'm going to do now 4 1/2 inches. I'm sorry there's all this measuring, but if you want to get it accurate, I think it's probably the best. Right, I'm going to put a little mark there. So there. This ruler's got sort of lines on it and things like that. I also got it on my mat as well, so I could actually move this out of the way and get my mat out. But okay, we're going to have a postcardy one. We were going to have a music one, now we've got a postcard one. I need this piece as well, because that's got to be cut up. So I'm going to cut along this edge here as neatly as I can. This is me not even doing it neatly. So I'm going to cut it up here. There we go. So I don't actually need this bit. This is now officially going to be a scrap. I don't think I need this bit anyway. So that's not in this project. that's going to be officially scrap now. So I need this, and what you do is, you've got to find the middle. So we've got to find the middle. So what we're going to do is find the middle, and I'm going to put some, no, I'll do this, I'll do the washi tape afterwards. So you fold this in half one way, and then pinch the approximately the middle of it, and fold it in half again. This fold will be hidden anyway, because you're going to put your compass. I keep thinking it's a compass. It's a calendar. Calendar. So your calendar is going to be there. Right then. So the best thing to do, I think, is to probably put some washi tape on there. So washi tape. Yeah. So if you're finding a design like this, make sure it can go. It doesn't matter if that's a different way. It's got it's got writing going that way and writing going this way, so that won't matter. So I'm going to put a bit of washi tape around where the middle will be. This is to make sure the hole doesn't get too big, because if it does, it's going to move. Your brad will move around, and that's no good. It needs to be very still as you can. This is why I'm using a awl, not a. I'm using an awl to do this. I'm not using the. Yes, I meant to bring my corkboard down, but I forgot to bring it down. So there we go. I've got a hole in that now. Right, this is going to be the fun bit now. The fun bit. So this is now the fun bit. Now this is what you have to divide this into 31. So this is the fun bit, and you have to have the numbers facing outwards, so that you've got them in this certain order. So what I did was, I realised that obviously, logically, the single numbers are lesser, will take up less room. So I did 1 to 9, or 1 to 9 rather, 1 to 9 in that area here. I haven't written them out clearly. I've just rubbed them half out, so I can basically get them straight with the pen. Right then, I've got a 0.8 pen. That'd be fairly big. I've wanted a 1.0, but I can't find one. I did bring it downstairs. Anyway, this is how I did it first before we start this. Let's move this. I'm just going to move my watercolour paper out of the way. There's probably going to be a break in the film. Right, I need this. Right, okay, this is okay. This is what we do. Right then, so you want to know logically how we divide the. I have got a protractor there, so if you're good at things like that, you can use a protractor to work out how big things need to be, but I didn't do it like that. I did this by eye sort of thing. What I did was divided it into 4, so I've got my line there. Obviously I've got drawn this one already. Make sure that's in the middle there. I've got my line there, a line here, a line there, and a line there. So that's divided those into 4. Okay, so logically you have the numbers 1 to 9. Logically, the numbers 1 to 9 are obviously a bit smaller than the other ones, so you'd have more room. So I've done 1 to 9. I would do 1 to 9 on 1 quarter, and then I've done 10 to 17 on the next quarter, 18 to 24 on the next quarter, and 25 to 31 on the next quarter. So I'm going to write them in now. I'll probably stop the video or something, or cut it out unless there's a reason I need to tell you something, so I might come back. And I'm going to try and write those in the middle. Oh yes, if you can't, obviously I think it might be a good idea if you perhaps draw a faint line that you need to rub out with a pencil to make sure you stay in the middle. So about that jump, I don't know what that jump was, because I'm not doing anything special there. Okay, so I'm going to try and draw those in the middle. I'll probably cut this out because it's a bit boring, isn't it? But obviously, I'll tell you what else I did as well. Find the middle number. So the middle number in our case on the from 1 to 9 is 5. So try and make sure the 5 goes dead in the middle. So I started off with 1 and put 5 in the middle there, and then put 9 more at this end. I'm just going to fill in the other ones as well now. So what am I doing? I have got a white outer. I need a whiter outer. Okay, so I've done the to 1 to 31. I did make a mistake. Ha ha ha! I put 2 3s. I tried to white it out, but my whiter outer isn't working. But never mind. That won't have to matter. I'm going to have to find something to probably stick over it or something. Whoops! Just knocked the camera there, so I'll just stop that. Now I'm going to erase all my pencil marks. The best eraser to use is a plastic one. I've got this, I've only found this, so I can find one of those little ones that really, these are ones for little fine details. So there we go. Right, next one up is going to be the month one. Yay, that's easy because it's got 12 and you can divide that into 12 equal parts. Now I've got an idea, because I'm going to make this thing up now before I put the month in. So what I'm going to do is fold them over like this, so they know it fits on. Oh, they hide that little bit of red, look. Oh, that's this way around, isn't it? Oh, and that's that way. Right, so hide that little bit of red stuff. Never mind. Let's put that in there like that. And did I make a little hole in there? Did I? So I need to make a hole in this as well. You need to make a hole in that because it's all got to fasten together, otherwise it won't be low enough. So wherever it's going to be, hopefully it'll be in the middle. I've got to make sure it's in the middle. Okay, the middle. Then you've got to use your ruler, Mr. Ruler. Right, okay, so hopefully this will be correct. I'm going to check. I'm going to put it there. So I'm going to make sure it's in the middle by putting that there. So it's about 2.5, isn't it? That's slightly less. Right then, so that's ish the middle then, isn't it? I'm using my ruler, but that's not in the middle quite, so it matters obviously at the stage where it goes that way around, because that's got to be dead in the middle, because I've already made my hole. But it doesn't matter too much about this bit. I'm going to make a little bit there, little heel. Right, I might put some washi tape on it as well to make sure it doesn't go any further, because you definitely don't need it to. So I'm doing that afterwards this time. I'm not sure obviously if that's the correct way to do it, but it will do, won't it? I mean, it's entirely up to you. That's what I'm saying. It's entirely up to you whether you put it on first or last. or you don't do it at all. You don't want to put washi tape on, you don't put washi tape on. But I did need a cork board and I forgot to bring it. There we go. Oh, hold on, it's pushing the washi tape out. Of course it will. Washi tape isn't that sticky. Right then. So I'm just checking that won't go any bigger. Right, your thing has got to go in there. So what I'm going to do now is make little bits of hole in these where the middle is. Little tiny, don't push it too far in. Bread has got to fit really snugly. I'm hoping that's the right place there. So that's that. Right, now I need to make a hole in this. So I'm going to make it from there. I'm not going to make it too wide. I did this by hand on the last one I made. I just drew a line down there. Obviously you can use your ruler. It's probably be more. It's up to you. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm saying this is what I do. You don't have to do what I do if you find a different way. So I'm going to do it like that. I might need to cut it a little bit bigger. Let's see how far the number goes down. So it definitely needs to be further than that, doesn't it? Hold on a minute. No, that's not the middle. That's the middle, isn't it? Oh yes, that'll be plenty. So if the middle is there, I haven't found the middle yet. Somewhere around there. That will be plenty there. So I'm going to actually make it. I'm going to make it a little bit less. So it's got to basically come down to the level of the edge of that. Right then, when I did it last time, I make a little hole here. I think you can probably do it with a knife if you want. Made a little hole with my awl. Right then, so now we cut out our little rectangle. I'm doing this first as a reason. You'll probably think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I am. Well, yeah. It goes with the name, by the way. The name of my YouTube video channel. Okay, so let's cut down to that little bit there. And if you do cut wrong, there's obviously things like washi tape and bits of paper you can stick on it, so don't despair. They're not that hard, you can make them again. Right, and the reason I'm doing a thingy and not leaving is because we've already inked the edges up of I've already inked those up, so they've already got divisions, so you no need to mess about. Now the hard bit is putting everything together, putting it all together using a little brad. Right, I've got one of these called Tiny Tim, Tim Holtz, tiny, not tiny, but they've got long legs apparently, which is very useful. Oh, one's dropped out nicely. I think is that enough? I think that's probably enough. That's not big enough. I'm going to have to refilm. Okay, so I'm going to put this on there. I've got my bit of tape on, haven't I? So I've got my tape on, so it doesn't go through too much, because it's actually paper, and it is paper, but it's not. I can't see what I'm doing because everything's in the way, like the light and I've got the light on. And now we've got the light on, so if you couldn't see before, you can now. Right, so I'm going to put that through there, a little tiny hole. It's not easy. I didn't do it like this before, because I put that on last. I thought, oh, I need a hole in this, so I took that out, and then obviously everything was aligned already. It isn't this time. So there we go. Look. Oh, it's rubbing the pieces out you need to do, actually. That might be a bit of a problem, but we'll have to see what happens. I'm going to do it like this because it's easier. Right, that goes through there. Oh, yeah, and I can actually get that through there now. hopefully. Can you see that? Yeah, that's gone straight through. That's fine. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. It wasn't. There we go. That's in. Now the reason I'm doing it like this is because I'll show you my original. And I think that might be quite hard for everybody. Excuse my fingers. I've been crafting. I've got everything up my nails and crafting. It's the crafting thing. I haven't got any nail varnish. It's not my thing. I've got a daughter who would do it for me. But anyway, this is how it works. Oops, hold on. We need to glue that in, but I'm not going to yet. We need to glue it in eventually, and it's not quite straight anyway. Yeah, so that needs to be a little bit more. A little bit less, sorry. A little bit less over there. And that probably needs to be a little bit more over this side. So have we done it? There we go. Yeah, so that would be now straight. And if it isn't, it doesn't matter. What would it matter? Look, you can get room to put these in. Right, the reason I did that is because if you look at the original one, the days don't always sit straight. They're sort of like to the side. Like that especially. That's the worst one. So we're going to make sure they fit. So I'm going to start off. Now if you watch these videos on YouTube that do these, I'm going to, it might actually be better if you didn't have those, I don't know. Right then, we'll try. And the reason I'm doing them down, because if you look on YouTube, they do them up, and I think that's silly, because then you've got the date at the top, and you want them day at the top, don't you? So that's why I've done that. I'm going to put Mun there. Munluk. And then you can put things like January. Now, yes, I've got the divisions. So what I'm going to do is try and draw them down these. I've got the, if you can see that, I've put little lines. That's to guide where I'm going to put the months. I mean, they're not perfectly aligned, but you won't be able to see anyway. It doesn't matter. It won't matter. The thing that really does matter is the where you've put your, sort of, I've put lines there, look. But actually, it's there. I don't know. So look, one. Make sure Monday's out the way. And go chew. Let's just make sure that is correct. Yeah, it's fine. Right then, I've just checked that will be correct, because I've just put the top of my letters there. So make sure I've got plenty of room, and you can't see any other days on it. So this one is Tuesday, so I'm putting chew. So if you've got a different language, obviously just shorten. I think 3 letters is absolutely fine. Anyway, you can't see the other letters at the time, so if you do them slightly different, it won't really matter. Whoops, you're supposed to stay still, dear. Wed. Believe it or not, I have done a handwriting course. But I haven't been practicing for ages. Yeah, so I'm trying to try sat. So right, these are 4. I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning, because I haven't made that bit yet. But these are actually, these are 4. Oh look, that's not, oh, that's fine. It's there. yeah, you've just got to make sure you get it in the middle there. Okay, so these are actually for these are a bit shorter. Stay still, dear. So if you make several of these, by the time you've made about 10, you'll probably be perfect. Feb, Mar. Oops, so I'm doing it wrong now. Right, Mar. Oh yeah, don't use a pen that's too. If you're doing it like this and not, if you want to do it like this, make sure you have a pen that's going to smudge. A P R. Okay. April, May. June. That's May month. June. June. So I'm making these look all of them 3 letters. If you've got a different language, you can obviously adapt them. July. August. September. Not going to be, I don't think they're going to be really even, but that doesn't matter as long as you can see the date down there. It's that's what the important thing is. It's turned into Wednesday. It was Monday originally, if you remember. Wednesday. What did I say? August, September, October. So Oct. Nov and Dec. Oops. And Dec. There we go. Right, so now I've done all those, and I'm going to wait till the ink's properly dried and going to rub out all the... I'm going to have to do something with that 3, the extra 3. Let's see what it does. If I've got it there. Look, there's the 3. That's the actual 3. And there's the 2. And there's the funny 3. Now, so I've got 1. You can make that more like a proper fancy one there. So Tuesday, November the 1st. So I don't know whether it is, but that's fine. Right. The reason I chose to make these is because when you... I thought they were a really sweet idea as well. But it would be really a good idea if you went into your journal and you decided to... I'll glue this as I speak. If you went into your journal and thought, oh, when did I last look at my journal? And so you've got lots of little papers and you've written things on little papers and in pockets. You can just take a glance and thought, oh, I last wrote it 2 days ago, or something like that, or is it yesterday, or a week? So you've got so much going on. I know time flies so fast, so you might not know when you've put things into your journal. So I thought that'd be rather a sweet idea for somebody to have at the beginning of their page. Or they could remind themselves a date or something like that. That'd be quite sweet. So you put that at the beginning there. Right, so say you've got your journal page there. This is your first page in your journal. So you could put that, that would fit in a normal, well, this is quite a small journal. It's about, let's have a look. I've got to use my imagination with this ruler. It's very, so it's about 8 inches by, and the cover is 8 inches by, what's that, 6 or 5? It's 8 by 5.5. So that will fit nicely in there. And cut that on. You could put some lace around it or something. You could attach this with some staples and put lace around if you like. Obviously, you've got things like that. You could do that, and that would help it to perhaps help protect it there and there. Make this, I don't know what you would do there. Anyway, you've got to make sure obviously people can move these around. I'm doing that with my nail. So, but as I say, people had them that way up, and I thought, no, it's not the 1st of November Saturday. You want the Saturday, the December the 1st or something, don't you? You don't want it like that. You don't want to have it the other way round. So that was my little idea, and I've been dying to do this for about a week now. So I've been thinking, this is coming out hopefully on next Sunday. It is Sunday the, what's the date today? 20th or something? Sunday the 20th. It'll be Sunday the 27th of June. Alright, that's a birthday of my family. Let me just show you the other one I made as well. This is the one, this is my prototype. It's got the lines and everything all over. Oh yes, and don't forget to find and the best thing to use to rub the little lines out is a plastic ruler, a plastic eraser. So if you find any little lines in there, use a plastic eraser to rub them away. And I'm sorry I've had to do that after, but you need the marks, and this is just to inspire you, and obviously it's on video as well, so it's to just show you an idea of what to do. So that's good. You see, it's not even moving. So this one, let me just show you this one. This one is actually, this is why I said it's moving like that, and no, you don't want that. This is why I say you need to try and make the hole as small as possible. So anyway, let me just try and get rid of all the little pencil marks. Apart from this, I've got to sort that out later. There's some. So it's better if it's stiffer than if it's loose. That does not move. See that? That does not move. So I've just got rid of all my little pencil marks. If you notice, it does not move at all. That does not move. That's perfectly still. This prototype that I did slightly slapdash, it moves. Look, it moves like that. So try not to. This is why you need to have it really, really the hole as small as possible, and use the smallest possible brad. Okay, obviously you can decorate that how you like. You could put anything there if you like. You could put things around the corners. You could stick that directly to a page and not have this backing. But the reason obviously I did the backing was because you could make these without stick them in the journal afterwards. You could put lace here. You could stick that on with staples and put lace, for example, so that stays on. You could do this more neatly. That's mine. So you could do that more neatly, but that's just a homemade look. And we're going to have today. Let's put today's date. Now it's Sunday, and it will be Sunday next week, and hopefully this will be uploaded on the Sunday. Let's go around. We'll go around to find Sunday. And it's June. We're going to lose our Sunday, but this is June. Oh, there it is. So I've seen my June. I'm going back to Monday. Right, Sunday, June. I think it's going to be on the 27th. Oops, wrong way. So there we go. Eventually you get it right. So that should be Sunday, June the 27th when I upload it. I'm pretty sure it is Sunday, June the 27th when I'm going to upload this video. So if you like this little idea, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you very much, and goodbye.